I want to invite Nii Tawiah Koney II to tell us the reason why we have Nii Valley Foundation and why we are here today. I've written something small about him which I want to read. He was born to the family of kingmakers, the Nii Tawiah Koney II family. He was the 15th child of his parents. My gosh, that woman might have suffered. He had the privilege to grow under one of the dynamic leaders of Africa, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. As a young member of the Young Pioneer which Dr. Kwame Nkrumah formed, he cultivated the passion and patriotism and love for not only his native country, but Africa as a whole. At a very young age, he was charged with the responsibility to educate his schoolmates of what it means to be an African. After the overthrow of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, for the fear of his life, he migrated to Canada in the early 1970s in the city of Edmonton, where he attended the McMaster University and studied social science. Today, we are here because that mustard seed has blossomed into a man of vision and passion, and his only dream is to help bring the history of Africa into the forefront of the world's history. He believes that Africa has always been here since the beginning of time. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite Nii Tawiah Koney II.
I'm extremely honored to be here with such distinguished members of the University of Alberta on this wonderful occasion. Here we are in the most western part of Canada, a place where it could snow in May and even June, discussing the issues about a continent that is supposedly so dark you could not find your way through, yet so bright in the hearts of men. Today, history is in the making, and let this city remember that one of these days they will be hearing much, much more about that continent. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored today to present to you Africa in its entirety, and I hope you will give us a chance. Because I am a native of Africa, English is my third language, and tonight I will not preach to you, but I will rather read from my script, which is my speech, and I hope you give us a listen. The Nii Valley Foundation is a brainchild of the Nii Koney family, a noble idea which has been conceived and nurtured for almost 17 years until now. Our goal is to establish a learning center on African history and culture here in the capital region and beyond. The foundation seeks to bring African history to the forefront of world history, or human history, if you will. We are campaigning for an accurate portrayal of African history in order to restore dignity and self-respect to all people. The major aim of the Nii Valley Foundation is deeply rooted in the words of the great African-American historian, Dr. G.M. James, in his book, The Stolen Legacy, is to establish better race relations in the world by revealing a fundamental truth concerning the contribution of African continent to civilization. It must be borne in mind that the first lesson in the humanities is to make people aware of their contribution to civilization, and the second lesson is to teach them about other civilizations. By this dissemination of the truth about the civilization of individual people, a proper appraisal of each other should follow. One purpose behind the study of history is the effort to broaden and deepen our own experience by learning as much as we can about the experience of mankind in the past. History is always concerned with change. We are extending an olive branch to the community, an invitation to come close and experience our warmth, our humanity, our culture, and a hospitality which is second to none. Our mission statement sums it up pretty well: educating humanity to its origins and development. We will continue to work with the various faculties of the University of Alberta for an intellectual input and to promote public awareness of the value and importance of historical knowledge. We need the insight and critical thinking skills you gain in the study of history and social studies to fight poverty and homeless, crime and injustice, and to make the world more fair and more free. Remember, we couldn't be where we are today without those who preceded us. From the Grand Lodge of Luxor all the way to Timbuktu, from the pyramids to the giant obelisk of ancient Axum, from the great Kusha Empire to the Songhai Empire, from the Moorish Empire to the Zimbabwean Empire, from the Nubian tribe to Fulani tribe, from the hills of Kilimanjaro to the Nile Valley, and still we rise. This is a testament to the indomitable spirit of our ancestors who placed their unique stamp on world history. We therefore have a moral obligation and a social responsibility to mobilize educational knowledge. We at the Nii Valley Foundation, with your help, promise to be faithful and loyal to Africa, our motherland. So help us God. Thank you. Thank you.